wanted to start looking at Ars Magica. I haven't done any other than using a Brent spell. So I thought, you know what? Let's do some Ars Magica. I know we got a pool of water down here somewhere. So I should be able to do it. I know we had some in a container up there, but I'm just going to come down here and plant it by this pool of water. This should work. Boom, boom. It's got to be a source block, so I'm going to have to swim up, I guess. I don't think this is going to work, but let's try. And I need the book. And I threw out the book. Does it work? Oh, it's working. Yay! So, I'm ready to start some Ars Magica. So as you can see, it pops it out, I pop it out, and now I should have unlocked the secrets of the arcane. And I now have my arcane compendium. And I guess I've unlocked a few things because I've leveled, which is pretty cool, I guess. I'm not going to have to build an Oculus because I've already seen it, hopefully. Okay, anyway. What I need to do is I need to go over to the Oculus and I need to start training some of my spells. Now, Brent has been working down the utility tree and has made some really, really crappy spells, but whatever. The thing with Ars Magica is... Where does he put his spells? Over here. Okay, so I could plop any of these spells on the altar right here. Or I think there's an altar upstairs. I'll go check in a second. I could plop any of these spells down on the altar and I can make them. And I can make any of his spells even if I haven't unlocked any of the abilities in the book. And the same goes for me. If I spend some points and make some spells, I can leave the spell books in there and then he can create the spells for himself. So he's down the utility tree, and do I want to go offense or defense? I mean, regeneration. I think I'm going to go regeneration, heal, mana regen 1. Sounds good. And I got one more. I also want a projectile. So with projectile, what I could do, grab one of these books, and I'm going to come over to the table, put a book in there, I'm going to get rid of touch. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if I could have made a spell if he'd already put the things in there. Alright, so I can make a self-regeneration, or a self-heal, or a projectile heal, or regeneration. So I could basically shoot it at someone, so I could act as like a priest from an RPG game if I wanted to like heal others. You have to aim at them. I could maybe heal enemies with that. I don't know if that works. So I don't know. Let's do a self first. We'll do a self. Let's just do a simple self regeneration first because it'll be cheap to cast, it should be easy to make, and we'll call it minor regen. Okay. And so there it has the spell name on it. Minor regeneration. I can open up the book and I can see self-regeneration, page 1 of 3. I'm going to need a blank rune, an Vintium dust, lesser focus, 500 essence of course. Damn you, 500 essence. A blue rune, a golden apple, and a spell parchment. We don't have any essence over here, so that's not going to work. So, you know what, let's make a new spell. All it takes is a book, right? Let's see what happens if I do... Let's look at my book for a second, because it's going to tell me some information about what I'm going to need to make spells. So, okay, so it turns out to unlock some of the abilities, I have to also build at least a crafting altar, an inscription table, and an Oculus. Once I build all of these, I unlock more things in my arcane compendium. And what I actually really wanted to look at was spell components. Because basically the spell components will tell me all the things that I know or can learn. And I have projectile, And this tells me what is going to take to make a projectile and what it's going to take to do self. And so to do a self type spell, I'm going to need Vintium Dust, I'm going to need I'm going to need a lesser focus. Okay. Now, I don't have any modifiers, but my components are heal. Heal, I will need a green rune and an For regeneration, I'll need a blue rune and a golden apple. So maybe regeneration was a bad choice. Maybe I should go with a heal? I don't know. I think any way I look at it, I'm probably going to need power, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it on this table, but there might be one upstairs. So let's do a self, just a self heal. Let's call it light heal. Okay, so I'll pull out the book. Let's take a look at it. So to do a self heal, I'm going to need 500 essence. So to make any sort of heal or regeneration, I'm going to need essence. And it's 500 neutral essence. And that's not a lot. But I'm also going to need an a blank rune, a blue rune, a golden apple, and a spell parchment to make regeneration. And to make a heal, I'm going to need 2 alms. Now, I don't even know that I have these items. I don't think we have a lot of alms. I have 2 alms. I could make a heal. So now I need to choose. Do I want to go with the self-heal, or do I want to go with the regeneration? I could do regeneration, which would get me back Vintium Dust, Lesser Focus, Green Rune, that's all easy. Let me go upstairs quickly and check and see if we've got power hooked up. If not, then, well, I'll do my spells later. But at least I've unlocked some stuff, and I can start making some spells. To make a Essence Nexus, I'm going to need 4 stone bricks, 4 chiseled stone bricks, and some blue chalk to mark it off. To power a Nexus, I'm going to need some of this magic water, which we have over here in this bucket. I'm just going to power it with like 1 bucket, and that should be enough to make a spell. Maybe I'll throw 2 buckets in there, and I should be able to make a couple spells. But I'll be right back once I have all the materials to make the Nexus, and I'm going to pop it up right here beside the altar, and I think I'm going to have to make a tool to link it. So let's see what the tool is that I'm going to need to link these. Now I should be ready to make the Essence Nexus. It's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll go there, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should go like so. And like so. Is this correct? In the center. Boom. There. I now have the Essence Nexus. And I got an achievement unlocked. So I wonder what unlocks. So, is it a tool? Okay, tools. Alright. So what I really need to make is Essence Conduit. Nope. What I need to make now is I need to make the Magitech Staff. I believe this is actually going to allow, I guess that's a stick, Chimera Mana Focus. Is this Vintium, Standard Focus, and Vintium. Standard Focus is a Lesser Focus, so I need glass, gold nuggets to make the lesser and then work my way up. So I'm going to make one of these rods so that I can link the Essence Nexus to the crafting altar, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now I have the Magitech Staff. With the Magitech Staff, I can basically detect, you know, how much essence is in here. Okay, it turns out to link the actual power source to my crafting altar, I need a crystal wrench. And this is made just from iron ingots, Vintium dust, a blue orchid, and a desert nova. And so these are flowers that you'll find out in the world. So if you're planning on doing Ars Magica, run around and pick up all of the Ars Magica flowers that you can find. There is a way to grow at least one of them, I think. I'll have to look more into the book to see what it really says. But, so to link, see now there you see the white line because I right-clicked in the center. I can link this now to my altar. And so now this nexus is linked to my altar. Okay, so now I can actually make a spell that requires basically energy, but there's no energy in here. Okay, so to get energy into one of these things, what you need to do is basically, I'm going to clear a little place under here. I don't know how far away it will, but I think what'll happen is if I just make like a little receptacle here, I think this is going to work. We're going to try it anyway. So what I'm going to do is cobble just for now. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Is what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some water under here from this steal some magic water, magic essence water. It's in the portable tank. It's liquid essence. And what should happen when I pour it under the nexus is it should start absorbing the energy. And see, yeah, there you go. See the blue? Now the nexus is gaining energy. And so as you can see, I have detected 3,000 essence. So I need 500 essence to make a spell. And so now all the water is basically going to get absorbed, and I'm going to need... Alright. So to make my light heal spell, which is just a self-heal, I'm going to need a blank rune, 2 alms, Vintium dust, a lesser focus, the 500 essence, and a green rune. I'm going to get all of these things together, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to make my first spell on my new server. And yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so I think I'm ready to start preparing my first spell here. Now to start making a spell, the very first thing you need to do is throw in a blank rune. And that's how you start a spell all the time. And so once I throw the blank rune in, the spell is going to start. And it's going to ask for an alm. Now I have 2 of them, so I'm going to separate them out. So now I add the alm. And as you can see, the cool particle effects going on. So now my spell's ongoing. Now I need a Vintium dust. No, I did not mean to throw you in there. I'm going to throw in the Vintium dust, and now I need my lesser focus. So I throw in the lesser focus, and now... Oh, I think it automatically added the power because the power was already in there. I didn't even have to flip the lever. Or the lever was already flipped, one of the two. So now I throw in the green rune, ask for another alm, I throw in the alm, and then I need spell parchment to finish off my spell. And boom, I've completed my first spell. And so this is my spell. It is lesser heal. I'm going to pick, it's a light heal. Let's see what we got here. Like some shield type stuff. Yeah, so we're going to pick this here for it. And there we go. It's a light heal. And so basically all it will do is heal me for a little bit. I don't know if I can take some damage somehow. So I can practice. Should be able to jump off somewhere up here and take a little bit of damage. Yeah. So now I can heal myself with the spell. And I don't know how much mana it takes. Let's check that out. Actually, let's do one other thing, because I like to see the numbers. So /AMUI config will allow me to basically play around with the config of Ars Magica. And don't want my XP always visible. No. Show armor size, yes. Minimal HUD, that's fine. Duration, yes. Numeric, yes. Okay, so that's all I really wanted out of that. You can actually move the bars around however you wanted. When you type that, you can put them wherever you want on the screen. And as you can see, I'm level 6. I got a few levels from casting one of Brent's spells. And he could cast this spell if I give it to him. And so the mana cost is 16. And Burnout, what happens is if I cast this and then I cast it again, you'll actually see that the mana cost goes up because my burnout is up. So it's to prevent you from spamming your spells. And also, if you spam your spell over and over again, such as this heal, it won't get you as much XP as if you just wait around a little bit. So if I do a jump, take some damage, and heal myself, I'll gain a little bit of XP. Let me turn the XP bar on so I can actually see. So /emui config, and I'll show the XP. And that way I kind of have an idea of when my next level is. So see, if I cast now, I gain 6 XP, but if I cast again, I gained 5. So now I'm level 7.